Yes, I have my movie star glow on because I am talking about something that's going to actually help a lot of people. Guys, today we are talking about Amazon's new Kindle Vella. So I want to give you some information on why I think this is so amazing, why I think this will help out a lot of writers, and why you should be actively in your book building process, be finding ways to utilize this right now. Don't wait. A lot of writers wait, they miss the whole bus, and then they out there looking ridiculous. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that I think you should be implementing right now in your processes so that when this feature launches, you are ready. Real quick, my name is T Styles. I own and operate the Cartel Publications. We've been publishing books since 2008. But I've been writing since 2006. I have written over 90 novels. I also own and operate the Elite Writers Academy, where I teach people how to build their book businesses through story structure, understanding what it is that you're writing so that you can do it over and over and over again. Because when you understand structure, you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how can I tell the third, fourth, and fifth story. You understand that I'm creating a good idea, and from that idea is structure, so now I can have fun and create story. Also, teaching people how to market their books, because there's nothing like doing all this work and not earning money, because ultimately, even though most of us don't get into it because of money, you want to be able to take care of your families. I always go back into when I first launched, like when I really picked up the whole Elite Writers Academy. Right before that, I wasn't concerned with, am I going to be able to pay my bills, because my book business had been doing so well that I could stay home. I didn't have to expose myself to the virus or any of that, because I was able to stay home and earn money while I sleep. So ultimately, that's what you want. So I teach people how to do that. This tool, I believe, especially if Amazon markets this tool the way it did everything else, I believe this will launch careers. So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm going to be talking about some things that you can possibly use later so that you can really get yourself going. So I'm going to be looking at my notes. Okay, real quick. Back in the day, I come from the era of paperback books. You write a book, you get with the publisher prints the book. From the printing of the book, they market the book themselves, and then your book either resonates with the readers or not. But there was an era that came a little bit after that, well, actually years after that, where it was the 99-cent book craze and the free book craze. And I remember thinking to myself, how can these writers build careers from this? Because I saw all of them would publish a book, release it for 99 cents, and then earn all of this income. I'm like, how is that possible? How is it possible? So because I am able to write quick, I teach people how to write quick. I was able to write a few books quickly under pen names. And from just releasing the book, I saw that these books did very well. Thousands of dollars upon release for 99-cent books. And even free books when you use the Kindle Unlimited program. So I'm like, oh my God, there's something to be said with that. The reason why I'm bringing this up is Amazon's new Kindle Vella. It will seem to some that, okay, there really isn't any market for this. I'm not going to earn a lot of income per book. But what you'll be having with this process that we're going to be talking is the merging of two worlds. You're going to have the merging of the web fiction world. There's a whole world that's really ripe with people who are interested in these stories, in that they're episodic. So with Amazon's new Kindle Vella, it's episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to have this web fiction, this episodic world of fan base who love these type of books, to be fed these books in this way. And then you're going to have the fan base who are Kindle readers, who are long format book readers, people who want the whole book. So you're going to have the best of both worlds. Will there be situations with this new service where Kindle readers will now merge into the episodic reading? Or will there be the merging of worlds where the episodic readers now become long format readers? I don't see why not, which is why this is genius to me. So we're going to go over what it is. So Amazon's new Kindle Vella is offered right now in this time period to U.S. authors only. And it's for published serialized stories, one short episode at a time. Now, this service will be available through the Kindle iOS app, which means whenever you hear iOS, that's Amazon, that's Apple. So any of the iPhones, and Amazon.com. We don't know how it's going to be fed through the Amazon.com, but it just says Amazon.com, okay? And what this experience will offer readers, they will be able to, one, review the story detail on their page. So they'll be able to open this app and see the story's detail on the page. Am I interested in this story? And of course, it's going to be genre related, right? And then they're going to get the first 3 episodes, as of right now, the 3 episodes for free, okay? But if they enjoy the story, they get to do fun things like give authors clout, where they can thumbs up, can say this is a fave. So with these different features that are incorporated within the experience, you can actually launch an author's career. This is why I say this is not something that we should be taking lightly, specifically if you don't have a fan base. If you already have a fan base, especially on the Kindle service, you're going to be merging the worlds. So literally, they're going to let your readers know that you have a book on this or a story on this format, and that's going to help catapult you even more. So right now, what we know for sure, Kindle Vella will be available in the next few months. So it's not available right now, right? If you publish on this service before this app is available, then you can schedule to have it go live immediately, or you can schedule it to have it go live at a later date. You can also schedule to have it in draft, so that say you want to make a few more changes, maybe perhaps you want to do some edits or whatever, you can have your stories in draft so that you can make some more changes before you actually make it go live, right? So the whole concept with this is the word count needs to be between 600 and 5,000 words. So you want to keep it in that. They're not looking for no big chunky stories, guys. This is episodic fiction per episode. So 600 to 5,000 words. If you have a story in short format elsewhere, like if it's on Wattpad, if it's on webfictionguide.com, whatever you use to publish short stories in an episodic form, you can bring that over to Amazon. They want it that badly. Like, this is very exciting, okay? And again, for English and US-based authors only. Okay, that's very important. So you'll be able to get the detail. Again, the readers will be able to get a detail of what your story is about, and they'll be able to see if they're interested in that. Now, there aren't a whole bunch of categories that are available. So I'm going to show you this list right over here so you can see what the categories are that are available, but there aren't a lot. But you're able to still target your fan base, or your base rather, using tags. There are certain rules that are in play when using tags. For instance, you can't use the author's name, anything that's already included, like within the dialogue, within the detail page or the description. They don't want that. But you can put things like urban fiction, vamp life, if that's something that you guys do. You know what your genres are. But you can put the targets of your tags within your detail page so that your readers can find you. How are you paid? Again, the first 3 episodes are free to readers. They want to let them, warm to you. After that, readers purchase or redeem tokens to unlock future episodes. They must use 1 token per 100 words. Example, so if the story is 828 words, they will need 8 tokens to unlock that. There will be also token bundles available for purchase on the Kindle iOS app and the web. They want to make sure their readers are able to get the tokens available. We get 50% of that. So we get 50% of what is spent for tokens for our stories, okay? I'm going to put all this on the side so you guys can have that, okay? You'll also, in addition to your 50%, be eligible for launch bonuses and customer activity and engagement. So it behooves you to do a number of things. Number 1, to be consistent. Don't get into this program, write 3 episodes and fall off. Don't want to be known for that. So if you're consistent, you're writing fiction that is actually resonating with readers, you'll get actual bonuses from launch, from your skills. So this is bigger than just writing one story and then falling away. You can build a platform. Tokens may be available through the mobile channels that charge, and the fee will be deducted from the revenue that is shared, okay? And then I'm going to give you an example. It seems like it's a lot with this example. You can do the math, but just understand that even with this fee, because some people will see this and say, well, this equates to less than a penny in some cases. The reason why I brought up earlier about the 99 cent is because most people did not see how 99-cent books and or free books could make millionaires. I was able to participate in that because I was able to write quick, and I am able to write quick, and I teach people how to write quick. And from that, I saw absolutely that from making 5 or 10 cents, sometimes lower than that, you're able to make I'm talking about thousands. It's because Amazon is powerful. Its reach extends in ways that we don't even know. At this point, it's even bigger because all of the writers and publishers are gravitating towards this platform. So we're talking about millions. So you're thinking small. Most people are thinking, okay, a couple of 50,000, I'm not going to get that much money. You may have access to hundreds of thousands of readers from this service. And they have other features. Readers will be notified about latest episodes for stories. They can crown, like I said, their favorite readers. And when they do this, if they have a lot of people who are crowning their favorite writers, then Amazon will put that into the front line so that people can see that more, which means more exposure. They can thumbs up. And writers are also able to communicate through the author notes section of their book to their readers. We can't even do that through Kindle, guys. This is amazing. Some content requirements really quickly. Use your Kindle Vella content, and you cannot use your Kindle Vella content in any book format in any language. If you do, you must unpublish your Kindle Vella. So say you decide you want to take this story from Kindle Vella and you want to make a full book. You can't do that. So you have to pull that Kindle Vella down and publish the book. And don't play with these rules, guys. Just respect the rules. Number 2, you cannot use public domain or freely available work on the web. On Kindle, it sometimes allows you to grab, content that's freely available and republish it because it's out of copyright. They don't want that for Kindle Vella. They want original stories. You cannot use a previously published long format book, even if it is no longer available. So say you have a book that you published and it was a great book. You can't take that book down and then break it up in sections for this service. First of all, the episodic fiction is totally different. There are certain things that you must understand. You have to give them more resolution moments. People are not going to want to wait for like 2-3 chapters to get some relief. So there are certain things you can't do anyway. But this is very important, okay? So you cannot use a full book and then republish it like that. You may, however, use up to 5,000 words of a previously published book to bridge into the new Kindle Vella. So say there was a book that did really well. It may be a book that has been out of play for a long time, and you want to create a new Kindle Vella for it. Amazon is allowing you to do 5,000 words of that book. You can break it up how you want, but they're saying up to 5,000 words. Okay, so who will do well with this? Serial text messengers. So if you're somebody who texts on your phone all day long, you're writing long format text messages, you could possibly kill on this, especially if you have people like really interested in your text messages. There will be writers who are birthed from this alone on this app. Who else will do well? People who like to jump the genres. So say you're in urban fiction and you're thinking about sci-fi or romance. You will do well on this because it allows you to see, do you have a voice for that? Is it something that works for you? New writers, if you don't have a fan base and you're trying to find one, because they're merging the two worlds, people, this is something that's very major. We're not just talking about Kindle writers or readers. We're talking about Kindle readers and people who enjoy episodic fiction. It's a whole different monster. So as a new writer, you're getting access to both. It'll do wonders for your career, especially if you are writing the book in the way that's necessary to get that feedback. Established writers, say you are established and you're doing big on Kindle and now you're doing episodic fiction. You're opening your world to both ways, the Kindle readers and the episodic world. So you can have the ability to increase your base even more. It'll also do well for those who just write for fun. There are going to be writers who have careers, who have full-time jobs, doing well, but want to play around a little bit. There are going to be careers launched from that alone. So people who are interested in just writing, don't necessarily want to take it, all the way for real, can do well with this. And people who are resurrecting old books. Say you have a book that may have done well or may not have, and you're trying to resurrect. Remember, Amazon allows you 5,000 words. So you can take 5,000 words from that novel to bridge into the new Kindle Vella world. This is amazing, guys. I see big things for it. If you are interested in getting the guide and everything that I'm talking about to make it, easier to be able to see it and break it down, go to the link, hit the Kindle Vella link, and I have it all laid out for you. This will do wonders. I'm also doing a class for people to understand how to do episodic fiction. It's not the same. You have to have more resolution moments. People have to feel like they are interested in your characters to be able to keep them throughout the whole series. It's totally different. So I'm going to be giving you some skills necessary to make this a success. If you love what you've been hearing, you want more information, please follow me. And please, above all else, understand the power of this and do not delay. All right? I'm T Styles, baby. I'm out. Bye.